a psalm of the soul's ascent from earthly beauty to divine love. O Lord, eternal and almighty, thou who art the Alpha and Omega, the Father of all mercies, hear me, I beseech thee, from the frail vessel of mine earthly frame. In the boundless expanse of thy creation, where the heavens blaze with unquenchable fires, and the deeps murmur with voices older than time, I cry unto thee, O God, whose Son, Jesus Christ, is the way, the truth, and the life. Unto thee I raise mine heart, for in thy presence alone is fullness of joy, and in thy love the end of all my wandering. Behold, a vision came unto me, as I trod the dust of this mortal realm. There stood before mine eyes a maiden, radiant as the dawn that breaketh over the hills of Zion. Her countenance was as the moon in its fullness, fair and serene, her eyes twin stars gleaming with the light of hidden wisdom. Her hair flowed like rivers of ebony, cascading as the waters of Jordan, and her voice was a melody, soft as the wind that whispereth through the cedars of Lebanon. She was comely beyond measure, her form a testament to thy cunning hand, O Lord, a living statue wrought in beauty, a flower blooming amid the thorns of this world. Mine heart leapt within me, ensnared by her grace, and I stood as one bewitched, gazing upon her as a man lost in the splendors of a dream. Yet, O God, a tempest arose within me, a strife as fierce as the wars of the kings of old. Like Adam in the garden, tasting the forbidden, I felt the stirrings of desire, a fire that burned with selfish want. Mine eyes lingered upon her, and my soul hungered to claim her, to hold her as a prize of mine own making. The flesh warred against the spirit, and I was as a ship tossed upon the waves, driven by lusts that roared like the beasts of the wilderness. But thy mercy, O Lord, stayed mine hand. I recalled the words of thy servant, let not sin reign in your mortal body, and I clad myself in the armor of restraint. With trembling resolve, I turned mine heart from base craving, seeking instead the treasure of her soul, that I might honor her as a daughter of the Most High. And lo, as we communed, her words fell upon me like dew upon the parched earth. She spake of days gone by, of sorrows borne and victories won, her voice weaving tales that stirred mine inmost being. Her laughter was as the chime of silver bells, her thoughts as rays of light piercing the gloom of my solitude. She pondered the works of thy hands, the flight of the eagle, the bloom of the lily, the vastness of the sea, and in her musings I heard echoes of thy wisdom. No longer did I see merely her outward form, but a spear vined by trial, a heart aglow with thy grace. She was a well of kindness, a tower of strength, and in her presence mine own soul was lifted as if borne upon the wings of angels. Then, O Lord, a vision blossomed within me, bright and fair. I saw us twain bound in covenant, walking through fields golden with harvest, our children dancing about us, their voices a chorus of mirth. We would raise a house upon thy rock, a haven of peace where thy name is hallowed. She would teach them thy statutes, her gentle hand guiding their steps, while I labored in the sweat of my brow, providing for their need. Our days would be filled with the breaking of bread, our nights with songs of praise, our lives a tapestry of love and duty. In her eyes I saw a future not of fleeting passion, but of steadfast devotion, a partnership forged in the furnace of thy will. But alas, O Father, fear crept into my joy, a shadow cold and vast. The world loomed before me, a realm of peril and woe, where tyrants wield swords of iron and horrors in the dark corners of time. I beheld visions of desolation, cities crumbling into dust, wolves prowling the wastes, and ancient evils stirring in the abyss, their eyes agleam with malice. How could I, a man of clay, shield her from such terrors? How could I bear the weight of fatherhood, of husbandry, in a land so stained with sin? My spirit shrank within me, and I was as a wanderer lost in a labyrinth of dread, haunted by the spectre of mine own weakness, the frailty of my mortal strength. In mine anguish I sought solitude, pondering the depths of mine insufficiency. I yearned to rise above the common lot, to wield might like the heroes of old who smote the unrighteous, and stood unbowed before the storm. Yet the more I strove, the deeper I sank into despair, for I saw that no man's arm alone can prevail against the tides of darkness. The cosmos itself seemed a vast and uncaring void, its secrets locked beyond my grasp, its dangers pressing ever nearer. I trembled, O Lord, beneath the weight of mine own ambition, until thy light broke through the gloom of my soul. For behold, as I walked the fields, I plucked a rose, its petals soft as the breath of dawn, its hue a flame of crimson glory. As I held it, its beauty unveiled a mystery, each leaf a marvel of order, each thorn a sign of sacrifice, its fragrance a hymn to thy greatness. In its delicate form I saw her mirrored, a reflection of thy design, and in that moment mine eyes were opened. The rose was no mere flower, but a herald of thy truth, a whisper of the harmony that bindeth all things. I heard, as it were, the music of the heavens, the song of creation praising thee, O God. My soul was stilled. Then did I perceive, O Christ, that her beauty, and the beauty of all the earth, is but a shadow of divine splendor. The rose, the maiden, the rolling hills, all are sparks of thy eternal fire, glimpses of the perfection that dwelleth in thee. Love, I saw, is not the grasping of the flesh, but the union of spirits ascending from the dust to the divine, from the temporal to the everlasting. She was a gift, a guide, leading me through her grace to thee, the source of all goodness. In her I beheld the law of nature, the order of thy hand, and above all the love of thy Son, who gave himself that we might live. O Saviour, thou didst show me the truth, that to transcend mine own frail humanity I must yield to thee. Humbled, I cast myself down, crying, Lord, I am naught but ashes, unworthy of thy favor. Yet make me, I pray, a servant of thy peace, a bearer of thy love. Slay the pride within me, that I may rise in thee. Teach me to love as thou lovest, to see as thou seest, to walk in thy paths. And in the silence I felt thy touch, a voice gentle yet mighty, saying, Be not afraid, for I am thy strength. In that surrender I found freedom, O God, and the chains of fear were broken. From that hour I vowed unto thee to seek thy face in every deed, to ponder thy words day and night. I would nurture patience, meekness, charity, and all the virtues of thy Spirit. With her beside me, we would fashion a life holy unto thee, a dwelling where thy praise resoundeth. Together we would meet the tempests of this world, not by our might, but by thy power, O rock of my salvation. Our love would shine as a beacon, a witness to thy grace, drawing others to the fold of thy mercy. Yet still, O Lord, the vastness awes me, the shadows of this age press close. The earth groaneth, and evils ancient and new stalk the night. Grant me, I beseech thee, the courage of thy saints, the wisdom of thy prophets, the love of thy Son. Let thy truth be my sword, thy promise my shield, that I may stand fast though the heavens fall. For thou, O Christ, hast overcome the grave, and in thy victory I find my hope. O thou who reignest above, whose glory filleth the earth, receive my life as an offering. Let my days be a sacrifice of praise, my love a flame upon thine altar. May we, bound by thy will, bring forth fruit unto thy name, our children a heritage of faith. And when the dusk of life draweth nigh, lead us to thy courts, where love abideth for ever, and beauty shineth unveiled in thy presence. Glory be to thee, O Father, with thy Son and Spirit, now and evermore. Amen.